The world can be a noisy place full of distractions and fleeting moments. But sometimes, in the quietest corners, the most profound stories unfold. Before she was born, before she cried, before the world ever knew her name, a tiny life was already fighting for survival. This is not fiction. This is not imagination. This is a true story. Her name is Amira. Born 3 months premature, Amira weighed less than a bag of sugar. Her lungs weren't ready, her heart was fragile, and her eyes were still fused shut. She was a whisper of a life, held in the balance within the sterile walls of a neonatal intensive care unit. Her world was a maze of tubes, monitors, and the constant, soft beeping that became the soundtrack to her parents' hopes and fears. Every breath was a victory, every stable heartbeat was a miracle. For her parents, Maria and David, time seemed to stand still. Their days were a blur of hushed conversations with doctors, watching their daughter through the clear plastic of an incubator, their touch limited to a gentle caress through a small porthole. They learned a new language, a language of oxygen levels, heart rates, and medical terminology that no parent ever wants to know. They celebrated milestones that others take for granted. The first time Amira breathed without a ventilator, the first time she opened her eyes, the first time Maria could hold her tiny body against her skin in what's called kangaroo care. That moment, skin to skin, was electric. It was a silent promise from mother to daughter. I'm here. I will not leave you. The journey was a roller coaster. There were good days, filled with progress and glimmers of hope. Then there were the bad days, the setbacks that sent waves of fear crashing over them, infections, breathing difficulties, surgeries, each one a mountain to climb. The emotional toll was immense. The feeling of helplessness, the exhaustion, the constant worry, it was a heavy burden to bear. Yet through it all, they found a strength they never knew they had. They found it in each other, in the quiet support of nurses who became like family, and in the incredible resilience of their tiny daughter. Amira was a fighter. With every passing week, she grew stronger. She was a testament to the power of the human spirit, the will to live that burns brightly even in the smallest of beings. She defied the odds. The doctors called her their little miracle, a bright spark that refused to be extinguished. Her story is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can flourish. It is a story about the incredible advancements in modern medicine that give these tiny babies a fighting chance. It is about the unwavering love of parents and the dedicated healthcare professionals who work tirelessly behind the scenes. Today, Amira is a vibrant, healthy toddler. Her laughter fills the house, a beautiful sound that once seemed like an impossible dream. She runs, she plays, she explores the world with wide-eyed wonder. Looking at her, you would never know the battle she fought to get here. Her scars are invisible, but her story is a powerful one. It's a story that deserves to be told. Every year, millions of babies are born prematurely around the world. Their families face the same fears, the same challenges, and the same roller coaster of emotions that Maria and David did. If you or someone you know has been touched by a similar journey, please know you are not alone. There are support groups and resources available that can provide comfort and guidance during these difficult times. Organizations like the March of Dimes or Bliss in the UK offer incredible support for families of premature babies. Amira's story is one of triumph over adversity, a beacon of hope for so many. It shows us that the smallest fighters often have the biggest hearts. Before she was born, before she cried, before the world ever knew her name, a tiny life was already fighting for survival. This is not fiction. This is not imagination. This is a true story. Her name is Gift Amira Eliojo. Our journey began on a night filled with both fear and hope. At just 24 weeks, my wife went into premature labor. The doctors told us the chances were slim. A baby born that early faces a mountain of challenges, underdeveloped lungs, a fragile heart, a brain vulnerable to bleeds. The world as we knew it seemed to stop. All that mattered was the tiny, fighting heartbeat we could barely hear. When Amira was born, she weighed less than a pound. She was so small, my wedding ring could slide all the way up her arm. Seeing her in the incubator, covered in wires and tubes, was the hardest thing I've ever experienced. It felt like watching a tiny astronaut in a space capsule. Battling an unknown universe all alone, every beep of the machine was a jolt to our hearts, was it? Good news, bad news, we lived moment to moment, breath to breath, just like she did. The Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, or NICU, became our new home. It's a place of quiet miracles and silent heartbreaks. We met other parents there, each with their own story, their own battle. We became a family, united by a shared, unspoken understanding. We celebrated every tiny victory, a gram of weight gained, a milliliter of milk digested, a minute spent breathing without a ventilator. These might seem small to the outside world, but to us, they were monumental milestones. One day, Amira had to have heart surgery. Handing over our impossibly small baby to a team of surgeons, there are no words to describe that feeling. The hours we waited felt like an eternity. We prayed, we paced, we held onto each other, drawing strength from the thinnest threads of hope. And then the call came. The surgery was a success. She was a fighter. Our little girl was a warrior. There were setbacks, of course, infections, breathing difficulties, feeding problems. Each one was a new mountain to climb, but Amira, whose name means gift, kept proving to us what a precious gift she truly was. She fought with a strength we couldn't comprehend. Her tiny hands would grip our fingers, and in that touch, we felt a power that defied all odds. She was teaching us about resilience, about the sheer, untamable will to live. After 120 long days in the hospital, the day finally came. We were taking our baby home. It was surreal. The world outside the hospital walls seemed loud to bright. We had grown accustomed to the hushed tones and sterile environment of the NICU. But as we walked out, with Amira bundled securely in her car seat, a new chapter began. The fight wasn't over, but we were finally a family under one roof. Today, Amira is a happy, thriving little girl. She has a laugh that can light up the darkest room and a spirit that inspires everyone she meets. Her journey is a testament to the incredible advancements in neonatal care and the tireless dedication of doctors and nurses who are true heroes. It's also a story of faith, community, and the unbelievable strength of the human spirit, even in its tiniest form. If you are a parent going through a similar experience, please know you are not alone. There is a community ready to support you. Reach out, share your story, and never, ever give up hope. Miracles happen every day in the quiet corners of the NICU. Amira is our miracle. Thank you for letting us share her story with you. Please like and subscribe for more stories of hope and survival. In December 2023, a mother carried her unborn child with hope in her heart. Sunlight streamed through the window, a warm touch on her growing belly, a symbol of the new life she nurtured. Like every mother before her, she dreamed of the day she would finally hold her baby. Counting down the weeks, the days, the moments. She imagined tiny fingers wrapped around hers, the soft scent of a newborn, the first cry that would signal a new beginning for their family. But inside her body, something was terribly wrong. A silent, unseen battle was being waged, one she was completely unaware of. As her due date approached, a routine checkup turned into a race against time. The doctor's calm expressions masked a growing concern. Tests were run. Hushed conversations were had just outside her room. And the serene atmosphere of her pregnancy was shattered by a stark and terrifying reality. She was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive condition that threatened not only her own life, but also the precious life of her unborn child. The dreams she held so dear were suddenly overshadowed by a storm of fear and uncertainty. The choice was agonizing, a risky, premature delivery to save her own life, or a dangerous wait to give her baby a better chance of survival. It's a decision no mother should ever have to face. With unwavering courage, she chose to wait. Every extra day she could give her baby was a victory, a testament to her love. She endured painful treatments, sleepless nights, and the constant weight of the unknown. All while whispering words of love to the baby still safe inside her. Her partner stood by her, a pillar of strength, but even he felt helpless against the medical storm that had engulfed their lives. They clung to each other, and to the fragile hope that a miracle was still possible, finally. The day came, her body could